Okay, so I'm going to make her job easier, so I'll introduce myself so she doesn't have to read the piece of paper. But so I'm not here as an entrepreneur, just so no one gets the wrong idea. So I'm actually from DARE, or Darussalam Enterprise, as you've heard. And if you haven't heard about it, it's basically the national body to help local businesses. And I'm guessing all of you are all entrepreneurs and you run your own businesses. So I'm basically here to tell you more about how we can help your business. So just a little background from me. So I've had about 5 to 6 years working experience, mostly in the field of media, marketing, branding, corporate communications. So currently I'm the assistant manager handling the corporate communications for DARE. So anything from all the internal, external communications, expo displays and all the frontline communication in the social media, website, all that sort of thing. So that's all under me. So I'm going to start talking about DARE. So, as I said, we help local businesses. So as soon as I said that, I'm sure you guys all, okay, what can you do for my business? What can you do for my business? Okay, so I'm going to tell you. So what we do, basically I would say we categorize it into 6 different ways. So there's support services, training, financing, space, market access, and promotion. So I'm going to, hopefully it's not complicated, because right now I've broken it down into, you're at the very start, and then you're kind of a growing business. So I'm going to talk to you about, in terms of, let's say you're at the very, very start, okay? You're really starting from zero, you have no business idea, so what are the things that are available for you as a business? So the first thing that DARE can offer for you, let's say you really are starting from zero, because you do have a lot of these queries, people coming to us during expos, or people coming to our office, what business should I do? So a couple of things that we can offer you is we have 2 training programs. One is called the Micro Business Bootcamp, and that's actually more catered for youth. So obviously for Brunei's context, that would be 18 to 40 years old. So what happens in the program, it's broken down into 3 phases. So the first phase is an ideation phase. So basically, actually the micro bootcamp, there are some people who have ideas and some people who really start from zero. So what happens in the ideation phase is you either, come up with the idea then, or perhaps you further finesse the idea with whatever you have. So the idea is by the end of, I would say, about a 2-week entrepreneurship course. So we expect you by 2 weeks of that micro business bootcamp that you come up with, a running business. And what happens is we monitor you, in the next 6 months. We get we check in with you to see how you're doing with your business. And so some of the ideas that we've gotten, not to say that, it's not just bakeries, it's not just, a car wash. We have had some, there was one interesting one. This girl made her own homemade jamu, which I thought was quite interesting. So that was some of the ideas that came out of the micro bootcamp. And so let's say, okay, you're not in the youth category, okay, that's fine. What we also have is we have a free business class that we call the Industry Business Academy, or IBA for short. So this class is more flexible for you, whereas the micro bootcamp, we want you to really attend everything. The first 3 phases, it's important that once you attend the micro bootcamp, you have to attend all 3 phases. But for the Industry Business Academy, what happens is, let's say, if any of you are interested to join, basically all you can do is you go to our website. You can even register online for the Industry Business Academy. We even have all the courses laid out as to what's going to be happening, and all the way till the end of the year, we've already set what are the courses. So basically, once you register, you'll receive an email, and then you RSVP. So it's pretty easy peasy, and it's not mandatory for you to attend. You just attend whatever you think that's relevant for you, whether that's business plan writing or financial literacy.
I'm part of IBA, okay? I started with IBA, a couple of us, that's how I met Mona. So only if you're interested in it, because for us we have started a business, so some of it, no, but if you're new and you want to learn, you're fantastic. Yeah, from knit canvas to everything.
And it's free, guys. You don't have to pay anything either. All our programs are free.
All you need to do is spend a bit of time. Make sure you make that time. If you don't understand, go back to that. From the IBA, I also and the women entrepreneur, and Aven of Manila. Okay, so go back to them. They also do a lot of other things. Okay.
Okay, thanks Cam for that insight. It's good to have insight from someone else. So, so I'm, when I said, business lean canvas or business plan writing, financial literacy, you're probably like, oh, I don't need that, I know my stuff already, but you'd be really surprised at the number of businesses that, that don't seem to have this knowledge. And maybe you might think that you have the knowledge, but it might not be as detailed as it should be. So that's what we want to give you guys, the tools so you guys can be ready. Even if you're already doing it now, you never know that there might be something missing that you thought that you already knew, but you actually don't know. So that's what we do in the Industry Business Academy. And so for example, like the business plan writing that I mentioned, right? It's an important, I believe it's an important tool and an important document for you guys to have, especially for those that don't have it. Because like, especially let's say, I don't know, one day if you guys do want to be a part of DARE, what we do sometimes is once you're basically in, DARE's network, you basically get sort of opportunities to, let's say, pitch to investors. Sometimes we'll have, random investors coming in and they want to see businesses, and basically not saying that you guys aren't allowed to be part of that community, you're open to being a part of that community, but what happens in DARE is we also do, like, let's say, pitching courses as well, because we want, once we have, let's say, an investor coming in, we want those people to be ready to pitch. And unfortunately, it's the businesses that are already within the DARE community, because they're already trained for that. Because the last thing you want is, someone comes in tomorrow and someone comes in today and I tell you the day before, okay, you're ready to pitch. And if you're not ready, like, it's just not going to happen for you guys. So those are some of the things that we can offer for you. And besides, business plan writing, we also offer things like we have HSSE courses, we have protecting your intellectual property. So we do a variety of things, not just like business plan writing and financial literacy, just to show you a range of all the other different things we do. And although I did say most of it is free, there are some courses that may be charged. Recently we had a Valor Logistics Export Training course. So this was very specific to export training, and the facilitator came from Singapore. Of course, we tried to also subsidize the rate, so I think instead of like $500, it became $100 for each of the companies to come and attend the course. So I think it was quite useful for the companies that did attend for that. So what I mentioned, so let's say you're at the start of your business, you have the micro business bootcamp, you have the Industry Business Academy. So let's say I don't really want to sit down, for a course. I don't really want to sit down for a half a day. So if you just want to be on your bed, like on your laptop, you just want to ask something. So what you can do also is we have what we call a business support center. And basically it's a place where you can ask advice. And if you're too lazy to also, make the walk to our office, you can also email us as well. So that's fine, because we have a lot of people coming into our either office or even emailing us, just to say, okay, let's say I want to start a tuition center. So what are the steps that I should take? So what our colleagues do, they'll try to find out the steps for you, and they'll list it down for you, and then you kind of just, you try to follow the steps of what they do. And what they can also do, let's say, okay, you want to open a tuition center, and let's say there's something that you have to, you have to send an MOU document, let's say, for example, and the document or something takes too long, you can also come back to us and be like, okay, look, it's taking too long, can you help to follow up? So we can also help do that follow up. So basically we're trying to bridge that kind of like, that gap between, you and the government. So that's also something that we're also trying to do to, improve the business ecosystem as well. And so let's say if you are interested to, just send in your business queries, what you can do is you can email DARE, D-A-R-E, at memi.gov.bn, or you can also call our hotline at 8363442. Now, if no one gets back to you, you guys let me know, because otherwise I'm not doing my job properly. Anyways, so besides, the training, the business support center that I mentioned, we also provide, let's say, you want like sort of like an office, okay, it's not really an office space, it's a co-working space, which we have available. Recently, we renovated our eye center, which is located literally just in front of our building at Kampung Anggrek Desa, Simpang 32-37. The reason why you want to be in a co-working space, I mean, you could do your work here, you could do your work at home, but the reason why you want to be in, like, let's say, a co-working space like eye center is because you're surrounded by that, the right people that you want to be, around it. And at our eye center, we have so many different businesses there. We have people from, Islamic teaching to recreational sports to human resource management systems. So we have all kinds of, different kind of people that, who knows me, one day you're just sitting there, then you start making friends with someone, and you might come up with like an idea that maybe you thought, okay, I wanted to do this, but then someone tells you maybe it's not the right idea. So I think that's why you should be in the ecosystem. And if you guys are looking for some sort of space, and we don't charge again, it's free, the co-working space at the eye center. So we welcome you to come to the eye center. Free Wi-Fi, 24/7 security. So that's what we offer as well.